Good morning, students. Today I am starting your chapter cell. We have already learned something about cell in previous classes. Let me let me revise the chapter cell, what we have taught in previous classes. I told you what is cell. Cell is divided on the basis of nucleus. It is of prokaryotic and eukaryotic. We have already taught karyotic means nucleus. U means true and it is primitive. Primitive nucleus and means no true or well defined nucleus, no membrane bounded cell organelles. They can survive in extreme adverse condition. Cell wall present undefined nuclear region is called nucleoid or genophore. These are some characteristics of prokaryotic cell. An example is all bacteria. Example is all bacteria. We have already taught eukaryotic. Except bacteria, all other living organisms, it is multicellular or unicellular. Unicellular like amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. and all other multicellular organisms are kept in the group of eukaryotic because it contains true nucleus, it contains membrane bounded cell organelles, and so many cell organelles are present which is absent in prokaryotic. That's why we can make a difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Right? Today I am mentioning here the name of some cell organelles as well as their discovery scientists. First, who discovered cell? Second, who discovered living cell? Third, nucleus. Fourth, mitochondria. Fifth, cell theory. 6. Protoplasm. 7. Lysosome. 8. Ribosome. Who discovered? Robert Hooke. A. Leeuwenhoek. Nucleus R. Brown. Collicutt. Cell theory. Sleeden and Swan. Protoplasm. Purkinje. Lysosome and ribosome. A. Clark. C. Duke. Besides this, there are some plastids, Golgi body, Camilo, Golgi, plastids, AF, these are some scientists who discovered something about cells. Cell, it is dead cell. Living cell, Leeuwenhoek. Nucleus, Robert Brown. Mitochondria, Collicutt. Cell theory, Sleeden and Swan. Protoplasm, Purkinje. Lysosome, C. Duke. Ribosome, A. Claude. Plastids, A. F. Skimper. And Golgi bodies, Camilo, Golgi. First of all, we are starting with cell organelles. Yesterday we have already discussed, in previous classes we have already discussed about cell organelles. What do you mean by the term cell organelles? The cell organelles are, mostly cell organelles are membrane bounded basic subunit of a cell that performs a particular function which is necessary for the survival of a living cell. It is on the basis of membrane it is of three type: single membranous, double membranous, and without membranous. Single membranous, and we have already discussed, it is endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosome, and vacuoles. Double membranous, mitochondria, and plastids. It is again of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Without membranous, that is ribosome, centrosome, and nucleolus. Single membranous means it is made up of, it is surrounded, bounded by single membrane. Endoplasmic reticulum, it is again of two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi body, lysosome, and vacuole. These are single membranous. Double membranous, mitochondria, and plastids. Both are surrounded by double membranes. And without membranes or naked, membraneless cell organelle, that is the ribosome, centrosome, and nucleolus. We have discussed in previous classes. Today I am starting from the first cell organelle, and that is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. Endo means inside, cytoplasm. Reticulum means network of tubules. Endoplasmic reticulum, it is first of all we have to what would you like to write? What the question has been asked, write a brief note on endoplasmic reticulum. It is inside cytoplasm, network of tubules. This is a REM, rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is called rough due to the presence of ribosome on its surface. Ribosome present on its surface, that's why it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is made up of, these are cisternae, they are interconnected, and one end of endoplasmic reticulum is attached with nuclear membrane and another end is attached with cell membrane. Another end is attached with cell membrane. One end of endoplasmic reticulum its one end is attached with nuclear membrane and another end is attached with cell membrane. The part of endoplasmic reticulum which is attached to the cell membrane does not contain any type of ribosome. That's why it is called smooth. It is smooth due to absence of ribosome. Due to the absence of ribosome, the surface is smooth and it is branched. The difference between RER and SER, RER is unbranched and they are interconnected, and its one end is attached with nuclear membrane. It contains ribosome, that's why surface is rough and hence it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Why it is called rough? Due to the presence of ribosome. And due to the presence of ribosome, the surface is rough. That's why this portion, the portion of the part of endoplasmic reticulum which contains ribosome on its surface, it is called attached to the nuclear membrane, is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, and its part, another part which is attached to cell membrane, does not have any type of ribosome. That's why surface is smooth and hence it is called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It is branched, it is unbranched. Right? It is branched, unbranched, or this is unbranched. Now, RER and SER, it is attached with nuclear membrane, the ribosome present, unbranched, and produce and transport the protein. It is attached with the nuclear membrane. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is attached with nuclear membrane. Ribosome present, that's why it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, or you can say ribosome endoplasmic reticulum. Just to remember, you can understand rough endoplasmic reticulum, why it is called? Due to the presence of ribosome. You can say ribosome endoplasmic reticulum. It is unbranched and produce and transport the protein, because ribosome I have already studied in previous classes. The ribosome is known as factory of protein. So the ribosome present, and the function is of ribosome is the production and transport of protein. SER, it is attached with cell membrane. B, ribosome absent. C, it is branched. And D, reduce and transport lipid in the form of cholesterol. Lipid, fat, ghee tel, lipid, right? And this can be said. And most important function of SER, it helps in detoxification of the body. SER helps in the detoxification of the body. right? What we have taught about endoplasmic reticulum? Endo means inside, plasmic, cytoplasm, reticulum, network of tubules. It is of two types, rough endoplasmic reticulum and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Why it is called rough? Due to the presence of ribosome. Where is it attached? It is attached with nuclear membrane. What is its function? It is made up of interconnected tubules known as cisternae. And what is the function? It produces and transport the protein. What about the SCR? It is attached with cell membrane. The part of endoplasmic reticulum which is attached with cell membrane is called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosome present or absent? It is absent. It is branched or unbranched? It is branched. Now what is the function? Produce and transport the lipid, and also it helps in the detoxification of the body. And one more function which we have tried, I am mentioning here. The one more important function of endoplasmic reticulum is membrane biogenesis. Membrane biogenesis. One of the important main function of endoplasmic reticulum, it helps in membrane biogenesis. Membrane means cell membrane. As we know, all the cell organelles are bounded by either single membrane or double membrane. The membrane which is present around the cell organelle is made up of cell membrane, and it is made up of lipid and protein. Lipid formed by SCR and protein formed by RER. With the help of RER protein and help of SCR lipid, the cell formation of cell membrane, and that process is known as membrane biogenesis. Bio means living, genesis, formation. Formation of living cell membrane is called membrane biogenesis. Now, one of the most important functions of endoplasmic reticulum, it helps in membrane biogenesis, by which if after cell division, if one cell is divided into two parts, one cell divided into two daughter cells, every cell has cell organelles, every cell has a cell membrane. From where does the cell membrane has come? Their cell membrane has been formed with the help of the process membrane biogenesis. Cell membrane is made up of lipid and protein. Lipid, who forms lipid? SCR. Who forms protein? RER. Then you can see the SCR and RER, they are part of endoplasmic reticulum, togetherly form cell membrane, and the process is known as membrane biogenesis. This is a few things we would like to do here. We would like to discuss here about endoplasmic reticulum. Next is Golgi body. Next cell organelle is known as Golgi body. We are discussing about Golgi body. Golgi body. Discovered Camillo Golgi. Camillo Golgi. Golgi body is another one of the most important cell organelles. The function is secretory. It is mostly present in animal cell only. It is mostly present in animal cell only. You can see like this. This is the Golgi body. It is made up of three structures. One is cisternae, second is vacuoles, and third is vesicles. It is made up of three structures: cisternae, vacuoles, or vesicles. Cisternae are flat, sac-like structure placed end to end. Cisternae 1. Cisternae are flat sac-like structure placed end to end and that are interconnected also. Cisternae are present flat sac-like structure placed end to end and they are interconnected. Cisternae has two ends, both ends are swollen. Ends are slightly swollen. These are known as Golgi vacuole. You have two faces. One is slightly curved. This is cell membrane towards cell membrane and towards nuclear membrane. The convex face. This is slightly curved. Convex face like this. This is convex and this is concave. Like this. This convex face, forming face or cis face. Forming face or cis face. It is facing always towards nuclear membrane. Convex face is towards nuclear membrane and concave face is facing always towards cell membrane, right? Cisternae, Golgi body has two. It is bipolar. One pole is convex, another is concave. Concave face is always facing towards cell membrane and that is known as maturation face or transface. That is concave. It has fixed polarity. One is concave, convex, and it is concave. Concave face always facing cell membrane and convex face always facing nuclear membrane. The face which is facing towards nuclear membrane is convex. It is also known as forming face or cis face. And the face which is concave and facing towards cell membrane is known as maturation phase or transphase. Transphase. We have already discussed a terminology, membrane biogenesis. That membrane biogenesis, we have endoplasmic reticulum forms lipid by SCR, forms protein by RER, with the help of Golgi body and this endoplasmic reticulum, the membrane biogenesis takes place. This is present Golgi body, Golgi complex, whatever it may be in different books. The it is present mainly in animal cell, and the function is secretory. Formation of hormones, formation of enzyme, formation of mucus. Where there is a need of secretion of enzymes, hormones, mucus, whatever it may be, and that is only due to with the help of takes place only with the help of Golgi body. How can it take place? You know there is ribosome. Ribosome forms protein. Ribosomes forms protein. This protein in the raw material in the form of, this is known as vesicles. This protein is enclosed in a vesicles. Vesicles is nothing but a small ball-like structure. Big ball is known as vacuoles. A small ball is known as, if you remember, cricket ball. It is big and is known as vacuole. Table tennis ball. It is very small, and that is you can consider as a vesicles. Vesicles which contains protein formed by ribosome present on the area or nuclear membrane. This protein enters into cisternae through cis phase or forming phase. Now this protein enters into cisternae. Now this through cisternae the protein enters, passing through this interconnected cisternae. During this process, there are three processes take place: storage, modification, and packaging. In the journey of protein formed by ribosome present on the area, it enters into cisternae of Golgi body through cis phase. Cis phase, it enters in the cisternae. It travels through one cisternae to two to three, three to four. Where during this travel or journey, it stores, modify, and convert into a big package which comes towards this swelling structure. Here again bigger and bigger, again bigger and bigger, and when it become very big, then it is pinch off in the form of vacuoles, which contains either enzyme or hormones or whatever it may be. Secretory function takes place. What happened? The protein which is formed as ribosome present on the surface of area forms protein. The protein enclosed in a small ball-like structure or bag-like structure known as vesicles. It moves towards cis phase or forming phase or concave phase, which is facing towards nuclear membrane. It enters into cisternae. The cisternae are interconnected. During this journey, it stores, modification and packaging takes place. And now this raw protein is either converted into enzyme, either converted into hormones or mucus, or various secretory function takes place. They convert into that very substance, and that when this formation takes place and it modifies and this comes to this swelling end, the end is again swelling, more and more swelling, more and more swelling, and becomes pinched off and detached from this cisternae and independent, and that is known as vacuole. It contains some secretory substance like enzyme, hormones, mucus, whatever it may be. This vacuole is now called lysosome. When the vacuole contains enzymes, when the vacuoles contains enzymes, it is called lysosome. This lysosome is nothing but it is a big vacuole, a ball-like structure which contains powerful hydrolytic digestive enzyme, and this enzyme lysosome has been formed by the Golgi body, and this lysosome contains enzyme. Now, this pinch off from the here or here towards, they releases from the maturation phase or trans phase, always facing towards cell membrane. Vesicles, a small ball-like structure that contains a raw protein formed by RER, enters through cis phase or forming phase and enter into the cisternae. During this travel, it modifies packaging, storage, and then it will pinch off towards maturation phase or trans phase, containing either enzymes, hormones, and mucus. Now, during this process, there is a formation of lysosome also takes place. The question has been asked, what is lysosome? It is a single membranous cell organelle. We have already discussed. What contains? Why it is called suicidal bag? Because it contains very powerful digestive enzyme, hydrolytic powerful digestive enzyme. The enzyme is so powerful, if it bursts accidentally, it has power to dissolve its own cell. That's why it is called cell membrane. That's why it is called suicidal bag. That's why it is called suicidal bag. From where does it form? Lysosome. Where does it form? It is formed by the lysosome, Golgi body. What it contains? It contains powerful hydrolytic digestive enzyme. From where does the enzyme has been come? Enzyme is the modified form of protein. Enzyme is nothing but is modified form of protein that has been formed by the ribosome present on the surface of nuclear membrane or RNA. Hormones is also a proteinous structure that is modified form of protein that is formed by comes from protein RNA. And by this process we are discussing about, and frequently I am telling you that it is mostly present in animal cell. Golgi body are mostly present in animal cell. Then what happened in plant cell? This cisternae, when it is stacked, placed end to end, it is called Golgi body. When free cisternae, a single free cisternae is present in the plant cell in free form. Cisternae which is present in the plant cell free form, that is not present in stack like a structure placed end to end, they are free form, it is known as dictyosome. Dictyosome is nothing but it is a single cisternae or free form. That is scattered, that is not present end to end, placed end to end stack like a structure, one cisternae over two cisternae, three cisternae, four cisternae, five cisternae, whatever it may be. That stacks of cisternae is called Golgi body, and single cisternae is known as dictyosome. It is present in plant cell. The function is the same, secretory function. Whatever secretion required in plant cell is formed by dictyosome. It is nothing, it is the modified, it is another name of cisternae. Cisternae is single, it is present in free form in the cytoplasm. That's why it is known as dictyosome. Right? Then what happened? We have already discussed. What we have discussed today, that is discussed about endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi body. endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi body. Endoplasmic reticulum, inside, plasmic, cytoplasm, reticulum, network of fibrils. Endoplasmic reticulum, the function we have already discussed, RER, SER. We have already discussed about membrane biogenesis. We have already discussed what is the function of RER. RER, where does it attach? Nuclear membrane. Why it is called rough? Due to the presence of ribosome. What is the function of ribosome? Produce proteins. What is SER? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Why it is called smooth? It is only due to the absence of ribosome. What is its function? It produces and transport lipid. Right? What is the function of lipid? It detoxifies our body. When we take medicine like antibiotics or whatever it may be, antibiotic, pesticide, we have already taken regularly in the form of our vegetable fruits and enters in our body and produces toxins. And the SER present in the liver cell, especially in liver cell of vertebrates in human, and that detoxify our body, which helps to clean our body from harmful pesticides and other. We have already discussed about Golgi body. Golgi body is discovered by Camillo Golgi. It is mostly present in animal cell, but when it is present in plant cell, it is known as dictyosome. It is made up of three structures: cisternae, vacuoles, and vesicles. Vacuoles is a big sac-like structure. Vesicles is very small sac-like structure, and cisternae is a flat sac-like structure. They are interconnected and placed end to end, have a swollen end and both. So, 45 minutes. Okay. Students, if you feel any difficulty in any topic of biology, feel free to ask in comment box. I would like to clear off all your doubts in next classes or doubt clear session. We have already discussed about two things. One is RER, SER, endoplasmic reticulum. Another is Golgi body. Now you have we are giving you a few questions. I will give you a few questions in next class, next session. We will help to clear your doubt. Next is lysosome. Next is lysosome. What would you like to write about lysosome? A few points. First is, it is single membranous structure. Second, it contains very powerful enzymes. Third, it is formed by Golgi body. It is formed by Golgi body. The enzymes are so powerful, if it bursts accidentally, it can dissolve its own cell, hence called suicidal man. Hence called suicidal man. It also helps to clear the foreign particles like bacteria and it also helps to clear the foreign particles like bacteria. It also digests the old and damaged cell organelles and less and forming a new place for new cell organelles. It is single membranous cell structure. It contains very powerful enzyme. It is formed by Golgi body. The enzymes are so powerful, if it bursts accidentally, it can dissolve its own cell, hence called suicidal gland. It also helps to clear the foreign particles like bacteria and other harmful pathogens which enters inside the cell. It also digests the old and damaged cell organelles. And we know all the cell organelles have a fixed life. It will become damaged, and that damaged cell organelles keeping a very space that it can digest that worn out or damaged cells and keep a fresh in the surface and make a place for new cell organelles. That's why it is also known as scavenger. It is also known as a scavenger. It engulfs or eat the foreign particles, bacteria, virus, whatever it may be, any pathogen which enters inside the cell, and it also digests the old and damaged cell organelles, and forming a new place for new one. Somebody has retired from their post and some new has been appointed, and that's why it is like this. It is done by lysosome. Next is vacuole. Next is vacuole. It is also a single membranous cell organ. It is also a single membranous cell organ. Its outer membrane is called tonoplast. Outermost layer or vacuole is called tonoplast. It is single, big and large. In plant cell and small and fewer in numbers in animal cell. Function, it provides rigidity, it provides turgidity to the plant cell. It stores the waste material, cell sap, and other substances which is formed in cell like cell sap. It also helps in osmoregulation. Osmoregulation, you are already known about the osmosis. Osmoregulation means to maintain the water level inside the cell, water and electrolyte level of the inside the cell, and that is osmoregulation. That is osmoregulation, also helps in osmoregulation. If you see, if a cardboard box, if you press it like this, what happened? It is easily pressed. And take a balloon and blow it, and become swollen up, placed in that cardboard box. Now press. Now air present inside the balloon exert a pressure outside its wall, and that is known as turgidity. Gives a fixed shape to the plant cell. When it helps in osmoregulation, osmoregulation means it helps in the maintaining the water balance inside the cell. You have already taught about osmosis and diffusion. In osmosis, when water enters from outside the inside, if it is required, and when water enters from inside to outside, whenever it is required, and that is known as osmoregulation. Maintaining the electrolyte and water balance inside the living cell is called osmoregulation, and vacuoles helps in this process. It is of three types: sap vacuole, contractile vacuole, and food vacuole. It is of three types: sap vacuole, contractile vacuole, and food vacuole. Sap vacuole, contractile vacuole, and food vacuole. Sap vacuole, this type of vacuole, which is surrounded by tonoplast, is sap vacuole. It is generally present in plant cell. It is filled with cell sap. It serves as a storage place of cellular waste. It also contains a variety of dissolved substances like sugar, and it maintains the cell structure and osmotic gradients. Right? Contractile vacuole, it is mostly present helps in the excretion in unicellular living organism. Contractile vacuole. And next is food vacuole. You know, you have already studied in class 8 that amoeba, the nutrition in amoeba. When amoeba engulf a particle with the help of pseudopodia, when amoeba engulf the particle from pseudopodia, a time will come, it becomes fused together and forming a food vacuole. It is also known as temporary stomach of amoeba, in which its digestion takes place. And there are three types of vacuole: sap vacuole, contractile vacuole, and food vacuole. We have already discussed about single membranous cell organelle, and that is endoplasmic reticulum, that is Golgi body, that is lysosome, and vacuole. If you have any doubt, any question, please write it in your comment box. We will try to solve your all doubts in next session. And thank you.